do you think that women would just throw themselves at me?
Something about that.
I wish someone like you would. You okay?
Mm-hmm. She's so cute. He likes her. She likes him. Excuse me. We're having a private conversation.
So what? You don't think there's a perfect person out there for you?
I think relationships are like business deals. Everyone has their own best interest at heart, and when the business gets bad, they sell.
Uh-oh, sounds like she's been around before. One way of looking at it.
That's just how I see it.
I think that it is entirely possible to have two people who march to the beat of the same drum, who can read each other's sentences, and we just look at each other and know exactly what the other person's thinking.
How do you do? Isn't it all gunshot?
Maybe I could choose to use these things. I understand.
Excuse me.
I just got a call back from management. They're having a fundraiser tonight, and the CEO, Mr. Corso, seemed open to meeting you.
Great. 7 tonight? I can't.
What do you mean you can't? I thought this was a big client.
No, I have a thing at 8. My nephew's play, remember?
Corso's leaving town the night of the 24th. You don't do this now, you won't be able to shout at the block first.
No,
Just stop by, say hi, and then go to the play.
all right, tell him I'll be there.
Great.
Oh, so did you land another big client?
One can only hope.
I would like to propose a toast to Elizabeth Watson, the hardest working, most interesting woman in advertising.
Robert, does anyone know?
Fine. You must have had anchovies to smell at first.
Are you allergic to fish?
What?
Check, please. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were allergic to seafood. I just thought you didn't like fish. I feel like this is all my fault.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Are you sure there's nothing that I can do to make love to you?
It's just a little rash. I'm okay. I'm fine.
Are you going up?
No, I'm ready some fresh air.
Oh, hey Robert.
Alright.
How's lunch?
Lunch was great. Thanks for asking.
Oh, what in the world happened to you?
What, this? No, I've got a little seafood allergy. It'll be gone in an hour. Well, yeah. That's not something to brag about.
Robert, you're allergic to seafood, then why did you choose that restaurant?
Oh, I didn't. Liz did. I could just order the salad and get away with it, but I must have gotten tripped up on the season grits.
Anchovies.
Right.
I'm sure if she knew, she would.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. But that's just every time I feel like she's warming up to me, something weird happens. I mean, I'm trying to help her, I'm trying to help the company, and something keeps getting in the way.
Cappuccino.
Exactly. Hey, you want to help with Linda's out for dinner tonight?
No. She's busy.
What's she doing?
Just Christmas stuff.
She going to wishme.com party?
No, she's not. How do you know what that part?
I didn't. Let's say no more.
It's
I know. Thank you.
I know.
Okay, you can do this. Hi. Calvin, work your magic.
You must be Elizabeth Watson. I'm Allie, Mr. Corzo's assistant.
Hi, Allie. Nice to meet you.
He's tied up at the moment, but he's hoping you'll be able to stick around for a while.
Sure. So, what are you guys raising money for?
It's called Sarah's Dance. It's a children's charity named after his daughter, and it's very special to him.
Wonderful.
I'll let him know you're here. Excuse me.
Oh boy.
I wonder which one is Corzo.
What are you doing here?
I don't know, I thought maybe we could use a little backup.
I see your rash has gone down.
I'm trying to impress her. I'm not have that. That was actually quite mild. It went away very nicely. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
I'm fine. I'm okay. Let's say we work together, reel him in, save the day.
Like I said, I'm a one-woman show.
Hey, what is it about me that makes you so dubious? Is it my hair?
And your teeth.
And my teeth? Well, that's great. Well, they're both fake. The teeth on my hair, they're both fake. Okay, she just smiled. Maybe this is going to work out. You have somewhere you need to be?
Why do you ask?
Maybe I should invite her to dinner after this. I think you're checking your watch.
My nephew has a play at 8. Will you excuse me for just a minute?
Sure. Okay.
I take it Corzo isn't showing his face yet?
You take that correctly. Would you drink?
I think I'm out of time.
Come on, get some nerve. Let's go out.
Huh?
What? I wonder if she'd be my date to the company Christmas party.
It looked like you were about to leave. Were you gonna ask me something?
Yes. Yes, I was. I was thinking that maybe when all this blows over, that you and I could,
Yes.
Robert, Elizabeth, I'd like you to meet Mr. Drew Corzo.
Oh boy.
Oh, well, the Wicked Witch of the coffee shop.
but you guys know each other.
Well, this is interesting.
We had a little misunderstanding.
Great, way to put a night. I didn't make enough money to raise my goal, and now this one. Robert, I'm more than happy to listen to anything you have to say, but not as long as she's involved.
Mr. Corzo, please don't let what happened between you and I get in the way of something that can be very beneficial for your company.
Goodbye.
I'm afraid Mr. Corzo would like you to leave.
If I could just have a moment.
Now.
Hey, nice to see you. Thank you so much for that information. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. See you soon.
Corzo.
Robert, is it?
It is. You may have gotten off on the wrong foot, and I was wondering if we maybe talk about that.
Where's your friend?
She left. Her nephew had a Christmas play across town at 8 o'clock.
You might be making that. We're past 8 now.
I think that's how important it's supposed to be.
I think it's more of an indication that she puts her own interests in front of everyone else around her.
It's a little harsh, don't you think?
But accurate. But did you know that I see her almost every morning at the coffee shop?
I didn't.
Oh yeah, no, we're old pals. She cuts in front of the line every time I see her. You know, and it's always the same excuse. She's very busy, very. I can't be in business with someone like that. See, my whole life, my business, Matchme.com, my charity, it's all about giving yourself. giving back, giving unselfishly.
Well, maybe you're not giving Liz a chance.
I don't have to give her a chance. This is my part.
But you haven't even heard her ideas.
I know, but what could she possibly tell me on how to reach out and help those who are trying to find their one true soulmate? See, Robert, her type never listens. And if you don't listen, you'll never hear the heartbeat, the one that can bring you true happiness.
It's a great campaign right there.
Yours if you want. Just not with her.
I understand. I can't cut the line in front of this. I guess that's the point, isn't it?
Indeed. So, guess we're done here then, right?
Guess so.
Thank you.
All right.
That was the best performance by Christmas tree that I've ever seen.
I wasn't see that at all, Dad. That was one of the other trees out there she can never move.
I know, you're really good out there. Steady as a mighty pine.
I didn't even move a branch.
You were perfect. Now, if we can just get your father to bring the car around for us,
All right, be outside in 2 minutes.
we'll meet you at the curb.
Where's Aunt Elizabeth? I didn't see her. She said she would be here.
I know she did, but something really important came up and she just couldn't make it.
What was it?
I think she said she was having a special meeting with Santa Claus himself.
Really?
She just wanted to make sure he had your list since you hasn't seen him the other day.
Wow. Isn't Aunt Elizabeth the greatest?
She sure is. Come on, let's go wait for Dad.
Well, I really used to giving up having my family. First Ella, Max, and now Robert.
Call me crazy.
I really did something special tonight. It's like a good. I just don't know if I deserve it. And it's enough to fix everything.
It's never too late for change. If that's what you really want.
Yeah, but I'm afraid the damage is already done.
I know what you mean. But it's not like he caused a major catastrophe. All your troubles are manageable. You will, however, require you to hear and see things differently.
I'm trying. This thing isn't making it any easier. You think with this kind of power that my life would be running as smooth as silk. It's not.
I tried to warn you. Are you ready to get the pin back now?
Not quite yet.
You're killing me, babe.
Should I mention the resume?
You're again.
Now, where are we meeting?
That's a heavy responsibility. Sure, ready for that?
Mention the resume?
You're again.
That's a heavy responsibility. This has to stop.
How'd it go?
Well, let's just say that Liz doesn't have as many friends at Nursery.com as we had hoped.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. The guy who runs the company, Liz has been rude to him more than one occasion.
Imagine that.
Go figure. I went back over to him and tried to patch things up, but he wasn't having it.
So, no interest at all.
I was interested, and he'll listen, but I would have to compromise. And I'm not doing it.
Thanks for that. Maybe it'll all turn around.
Maybe. Just not sure how.
Hope it does.
Elizabeth, come in.
First, let me explain.
We heard what happened.
Before you say anything, I just want to say that
I know. You did your best, and it's not your fault. I get it. It's true that Match Me would have put our company back on top, but it's not always about that. You know, when my grandfather founded this company, it was just he and his son, my dad. And occasionally my grandmother would come in and cover the phones, but it was just them. They didn't have a board of directors or a CFO, but they always listened to their clients and heard what they needed. Maybe it's something really special here. Something that is endured to this day.
I can turn Match Me around. I know it.
It's too late.
It's not.
There'll be a heck of a Christmas party this year.
We can win this client. If that means rolling up my sleeves with Robert Morgan, then so be it.
Wow, that is quite a sacrifice you're willing to make. You know, I would have thought you two would have got it together by now. You guys could have been a force to be reckoned with, Elizabeth.
We don't kill each other first. Got it.
Excuse me, do you know where Elizabeth Watson is? Thank you.
Any luck?
As soon as I said I was from the Conroy agency, she hung up. I also said a few choice words first, but that's besides the point. You know, calls will humiliate you right in front of everyone at the party, but you got to bounce back. If there's anyone who can fix this, it's you.
That's sweet. But it's going to take more than a little holiday magic to pull this one off.
Elizabeth, let me help.
Jenny from the coffee shop.
Hi, I just came in for my interview and I wanted to stop by and say thank you.
Jenny just graduated from NYU with a degree in advertising. She's applied for a position here.
Well, great.
What are you working on? Well, remember that guy from the coffee shop that got angry at me for kind of sort of cutting in line?
Yeah,
Well, it turns out he runs this company that we're trying to land.
And they won't return our calls.
He's holding a grudge.
I'd love a chance to help out our company. So
Any thoughts?
I'm sure you've already apologized, right?
But if he'd listen, if only.
You'll have to find a way to make it impossible for him to ignore you.
Such as?
Find something he wants.
Well, what could we possibly offer him that I couldn't refuse?
Better not.
It's charity.
It's charity?
The fundraiser the other night didn't raise enough money to reach his goal.
Didn't. How did you know that?
That's not important. But suppose we were to help rolling it out.
That will get his attention.
I'll tell Charles to change the Christmas party into a fundraiser for Corso's charity.
And then I'll have to hear a pitch.
Perfect.
Exactly. That's amazing. I knew you'd think of something.
Jenny, thank you. You're gonna make a great member of this team. Hi, get me matchme.com, please. Thanks, Jenny. To Corso's office. Hi, Elizabeth Watson from the Conroy Agency. I already told you he's not interested. Actually, I'm calling about Sarah's dance. You have 2 minutes. Here's what I had in mind. Girl, I like the way you're thinking.
Dinner, sir?
Wow, what has the chef prepared this evening?
We have got. Flat noodles and orange sauce.
How Christmassy. Kevin, why don't you go home and get some sleep?
We're good. Got a lot of work to do.
No, it's late. It's fine.
You sure?
I got this.
Evan?
Yep.
For the road.
Ah, you're awesome.
Alright. Alright. Let me see it.
I'm working on it all day. So what do you think?
I should be honest. I know how hard she's worked on this.
Please be honest. Everything needs to be perfect now.
Okay. I think it's missing something.
What do you mean?
It's just a little on the surface.
It's superficial?
No, not superficial. This is softer.
I've really been listening. More than you know. And I think this is in tune with what the people want to see.
And I think that that's the problem. I think it is exactly what people want to see. I think it is exactly what people will be expecting.
Well, and that's a bad thing.
Yeah, if they don't connect to it. Where's the risk? Where's the heart?
The heart?
Look, these few days that I've known you, I have seen you open up and connect with so many people around you. And I want to see that in this campaign. See that mysterious glint in your eye, that amazing smile that I saw last night, the personality that comes out. Put that into the campaign. It's wonderful. Just be yourself.
That's the problem. It's not me.
What do you mean it's not you?
I've been cheating.
What do you mean you've been cheating?
No, you're gonna think I'm crazy.
Liz, you want exactly what I want. At least I think you do. We just have to get through this one roadblock. As far as the crazy thing, I'm not going to let you off though. Okay, you see, migraine girl.
Calvin the elf gave me a magic pin that lets me hear what other people are thinking.
Calvin the elf.
No, I'm being serious. It's how I knew that Drew hadn't met his goal. It's how I knew that Charles didn't like your pharmaceuticals pitch.
I think you might be a little tired, Liz.
It's how I knew you were on match me.
I'm sorry. What are you talking to me about? What are you doing?
You know what? I'm telling you the truth. Without this pin, I'm nothing but the real me.
Is that so bad?
You just said it yourself. There's no connection, no risk, no hurt. At Drew Corso's party last night, for just a moment, you were thinking of asking me out.
How'd you know that?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I could read your mind.
I don't know what this is. I need to get some fresh air.
Robert, what about the pitch, the quota?
Quota? Liz, there's only one prospect I really wanted to win over. I guess you already knew that.
Robert, wait. Robert.
Promises. Don't stay from me.
Rough night.
I lost a big account. I let my family down, my company down. And all I have to show for it is this empty glass.
It's Christmas. Don't you believe in holiday magic?
Trust me, it ain't enough.
You're far too young to be giving them. When you get to be my age, then we can talk. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, Sam.
What do you want? You have every right to be mad at me, but I really need someone to talk to.
Look, Liz, I'm not as mad at you as I am disappointed.
I'm really sorry for being late for the play.
Late. You missed the entire thing. I just don't understand you.
I'm trying to change. I really am, okay?
Wow, you're doing a lousy job of it. Good night.
Who was that?
No.
What a mess you made of things.
You. I thought you said I could change.
You have.
Some change. I mean, look at me. I'm a wreck. My life's a wreck. And everyone I care about hates me.
I turned it all around. I've already started. Just don't realize it. First thing you need to do is give up that thing. It was never really fun to begin with.
Oh, all right. You win.
Yes! Now, in your own merits, I want you to go out there, take hold of what you really want in life. Grab the bull by the horns, and don't let go.
With my luck, the bull will probably drag me to death.
Trust me this one last time. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Hey.
Hey, Mr. Corzo just arrived at his home.
Good. Have you seen Robert?
Really great. Yeah.
Gosh, really else thinking on it to that side. I wish I knew what I was thinking. That's all I know.
Is that so bad?
It's Charles. Hi, Charles. It's almost time for the pitch.
Well, I've decided to let you carry the ball alone on this event.
What?
Yeah, you planned it. It's your baby. I think you and Robert can handle it without me.
Oh, well, Robert and
I don't want to hear another word about it. You said you could turn this around, and now it's your time to prove it. I'm just going to be back and let you do your thing. It's going to be fine.
well, I wish I was as confident as you think I am.
Just follow your heart, Elizabeth. And don't blow it.
Well, looks like we're on our own.
You're gonna be fine, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? I'd like to begin by thanking Sarah for allowing the Conroy Agency to host this party in honor of the charity that bears her name. Now, I know it's not normal to start a pitch off with an apology, but there are a couple people here that I need to apologize to. Mr. Corzo, I can only imagine what you thought of me that day we met in the coffee shop. If I had taken the time to listen to you, I would have seen earlier the amazing work of your charity, Sarah's Dance. I shouldn't have behaved like that. Sorry. Robert, I should have given you more credit. But to be honest, when you came on board, I felt threatened. Conroy might not be the biggest agency around, but it's the best. And it's the best because at its heart, it's the same company it's always been. Started by a very smart man many years ago and run by that same man's grandson today. It's not about multinational conglomerates or 10-digit accounts. It's about people, what they think, what they want, and how they feel. Mr. Corzo, I was the type of person who spent my free time alone, working, trying to get ahead. My career came first, before friends, before family, before love. That's why I didn't believe in the concept of MatchMe.com, a website that claimed to have a mathematical formula to help you find your soulmate. I thought that was absurd. But that's the thing about love. Sometimes you have to go to the ends of the earth, sometimes you need a website, and sometimes you just need to bump into someone on the way to work. My match was staring me in the face and I didn't even see him. Sorry, Robert. I learned that sometimes you have to stop and listen. You have to open yourself up to people. And that's what MatchMe.com did for me. It showed me that you have to trust the facts that are in front of you. It helped me listen. I'm just a regular girl telling you her story, and maybe, just maybe, for those of you out there who are searching, it'll help you find your soulmate. Thank you. Robert, I'm sorry.
You never dodge.
I have to tell you, that was one of the most brilliant pitches I've ever heard. And the little touch of you looking at him throughout, so really got to me. Right here. And the money that you're raising for Sarah's dance, what you've done here today means a lot to me.
So does that mean I'm forgiven?
No. But I am going to sign with you guys anyway.
Thank you.
So, where is little Sarah?
Here she is.
Hey, my baby girl.
Hi, Daddy.
So, what do you think of the party so far?
It's wonderful, but it would be better if you would.
I would be on it. Excuse me, I didn't want it on the dance.
Can I have this dance?
You're asking me to dance.
I am.
Can I see you?
You can't imagine how good it feels to hold you right here in my arms. At this holiday season, I like to make a wish upon the shooting star and ask for just one dance, and I'll have you near me. Never want to let you go. Just one dance and living a dream come true. As long as I am here with you.
Hey Tom, look who's here.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Liz.
Merry Christmas.
I wasn't sure if we'd be seeing you this year.
Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. So, who's Mr. Handsome over here?
Robert Morgan.
Oh, it's a real pleasure.
Yeah, Robert. Hey, Tom. Great to meet you. Hey, Tom. How are you?
Max, come say hello to your aunt and her friends. Hey, Max.
Hey, Aunt Elizabeth.
Listen, I'm sorry I missed your show the other night. I heard you were awesome.
Thanks, Aunt Elizabeth.
Max, I'm Robert.
So you're my aunt's boyfriend, huh?
I'm not sure he seems to think so.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What's that?
Well, Santa left this for you at my house.
Really? Can I open it now, Mom?
Go for it.
A Danger Dog action figure set. Awesome!
That's some response. Where do you guys for advertising? Can I get you guys a drink? Alright. Hey, you know what I was thinking?
Hey, look, Mom, they're under the mistletoe.
I'm thinking I can read my mind.
Are you the Uber dog? It's supposed to be called just like that.
Jennifer. Hey, Molly. Rebecca. A wonderful surprise. I didn't think that you were coming. Too big and important for such trivial occasions as your best friend's wedding. Oh no, I was always coming. I think my RSVP just got lost in the mail. Really? The Martin book rides. Hi, Jennifer. I'm calling for us. See you later? Sure. Good luck. Something really to change.
This is the
Lucky! BBC Live. My name is Backtalk here. So, Jacob Elordi has been dating Olivia Jake for a long time. When you see him in LA here and there, they're in Virginia right now. And what's interesting that we didn't know until today is they're on a yacht, and apparently this is a yacht chartered by Olivia Jade's parents, Lori Loughlin and Massimo Gianelli. That is a serious thing. That's what it's like. I think it is. It's interesting that they are vacationing with her parents. Jacob was very comfortable doing the push-ups and other stuff, but they were walking around Sardinia holding hands. Well, you're pretty pretty that shows I think things here. Here's how you think that I'm happy about it. It's like, look, the whole college admission scandal. I got mixed feelings about that whole thing. But I love the fact that Lori Loughlin reset her life, and everything's fine. I know. I mean, come on. I think some people went a little bit overboard. There's a lot of pros. Yeah, I say something. Olivia Jade looks exactly like her. I cannot get over it. She looks exactly like her. What's going on, guys? Sorry for that. We cheap on I think Jacob and Olivia Jade are very beautiful, vibrant, successful young couple. Really good together. And I think that Jacob knows that the best way to win the hearts of Olivia's parents and recognize, which I think at this point has already been broken, is to spend some quality time, which I think he's doing. And I think he's using the right strategy. Yeah, I guess this feels pretty serious. I gotta say, it feels pretty serious. What else do you think about that?
You know what? I think it's a great deal that Alan Baldwin is not going to this song opening at Cannes because you know what? It takes attention away from him and it allows Helena's memory to be remembered. It allows this gun safety to be in the forefront because that's what they want to happen. And it also kind of makes people see how the public is going to view this film. And it just kind of just lets him seem sensitive because he is in the movie and he's also a producer. And I'm Letitia from Dallas.
Thank you, Letitia. By the way, it's not Cannes, it is Poland. And the reason this is really significant, again, is that it's a cinematography festival, and Elena Hutchins was the cinematographer on the film. One more.
Hi, this is Kimberly. I'm in Austin, Texas. I'm going to talk about millennial review on abortion. And while it's nice to see that someone in the household carries in a woman's raised bodily autonomy, it's a little too late for that. During a very contentious time, and it rings hollow. It is just a last-ditch effort to bring female voters back to the yard for the GOP, and it's not working. What do you see?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know whether this helps or hurts Donald Trump. I'm not sure
been on anybody. When Sam came back, she bought toys and triplets, so she could bounce off with clean, dry, fresh fingers.
Everything he does, he wants to be best at. He was best when he was playing football. He wants to be in the best shape he can be. The only loose end right now is broadcasting. It's not really help that he's single. He's out there, he's available, he's dating. But you're right. I mean, you don't think guys are trying to be specialized and get better. They usually fall off. They don't get fucked. No, but and the funny thing is that he wasn't in great shape when he was playing. Look at his picture before he got drafted, Harvey. He looked like me. Right now. Was he more fair? Was he more? So, more digging news. I got to tell you, get used to this because this story is unfolding every day and will for months. I am telling you, I mean, we've done 2 documentaries on this, and we're doing a third, and this just keeps on unfolding. The BuzzFeed law firm, which is representing some of the alleged victims, came out today and said that they have had 12,000 phone calls from people who claim that they are victims of dating. Now, that number is insane. I mean, it's not going to be 12,000, but they're saying they're going to vet all of them to see which ones are legitimate. We're not even close to the trial part yet. he really didn't hang out with Diddy. That's what they said. Now, we found a clip when Justin was 16. So this goes back a ways because he's 30 now. When Justin and Diddy were on Video the Line. And on this show, it seems like, and again, we're not suggesting anything untoward, but Diddy makes reference to something that makes your ears perk up. He complains in a strange way, you know. And knows better than to talk about things that go on in the house with big fuck. That's a weird comment now looking at it in retrospect, right? It's a very strange comment in retrospect, given that we now know what was going on in that house. We may not give the specific details, but we don't have a general sense of what was going on in that house. The idea that a 16-year-old Justin Bieber was hanging around with his brother Puck, right? In the house. I mean, look, I mean, maybe it's unfair, but it seems like this speaks to what we've been hearing and seeing with Usher and others. Well, Usher is the big one. Usher was 13 years old when he stayed with Diddy and said that he saw things a 13-year-old never should have seen. And I think he's referring to parties. We don't know specifically what he's referring to. He's never said. But this kind of raises this issue that is percolating right now in the media, certainly something that we've been hearing about, which is what Diddy courted every big celebrity in this country for a long time, for years, and all of them wanted to go to his party. It was the best parties, it was the best parties around. If you were there, you're an A-list star. You're an A-list star. And these were white parties, and everybody wanted to go. Well, you know what happened when the parties were over? You had after parties. And the after parties were where the freak-offs happened. And the freak-offs are one of the bases of the alleged sex trafficking allegations against Diddy. So all of these stars were going to these parties, and then the question becomes, who went to the after parties? And were there celebrities who were doing things that Diddy was doing that got him in trouble with the feds? Or were they just there? And are they worried that they're going to play these freak-off videos that Diddy recorded in this trial to prove sex trafficking, and these celebrities are going to be collateral damage? So one of the people that came up is Ashton Kutcher. Now, we're not saying he went to a freak-off party. We have no idea. But he had said this in 2019 on the Hot Ones, and this also made me nervous for love. Diddy party stories that my favorite genre of anecdote. Yeah. Wow, okay, I've got a lot. I can't tell. So, can't tell. Let me cycling through them. Well, that's it's now good and bad. You know, knowing now what we now think we know. I mean, but Ashton Kutcher must be regretting that. Like, oh, well, we have his people gave us a statement. And here's what they said. This narrative has got to stop. Ashton has nothing to do with this. Zero involvement. Zero knowledge of these Diddy's activities. Ashton, like everyone else, that is so interesting. Ashton, like everyone else in Hollywood, attended a Diddy party 20 years ago. And that's my thing. I think the question you have for him is, what did he mean when he said that on the Hot One show? What are you talking about that you saw that you can't talk about? I would love to know the answer to that question. If you have that is the question. I think they want illegal is if he drugged women according to this allegation, and then had his way. Right. That's illegal. Right. Now, um, the point is that there may be people who went to some of these parties, did nothing wrong, and they're thinking, oh my God, you videotape this, I'm going to be painted with that same brush, even if I did nothing. Right. That's the point here. Okay. We're going to move on. We broke a couple of stories yesterday and today about Nikki Garcia, as she's known by now, that she got a restraining order last Monday against her estranged husband, Arden. And Arden, remember, was arrested in late August for domestic violence, although the DA decided there wasn't enough evidence to prosecute him. They got into it at their home. So he responded in front of their son, Mateo. There are now two very different versions of this. We should say Nikki got this temporary restraining order. There's going to be a hearing later this month. But what she is alleging is that he developed some really significant anger issues after he was fired from Dancing with the Stars. And it manifested itself at their home, often in front of their 4-year-old Mateo. The picture she's painting is that on August 29th, he was making breakfast for the kids and over toasted, according to Nikki, the English muffin. They get into a fight. She apparently admits to throwing the toddler's shoe in. But she says these are white shoes. They hit him in the leg. It was no big deal. Runs upstairs, but they really get into it. And according to Nikki, tackled her to the ground and pinned her to the ground for 20 to 30 seconds in front of Mateo. In front of Mateo, who was very upset, yelling, "Mommy, Mommy!" And then Arden wouldn't call the cops and told the cops about the shoe incident to sort of frame the narrative. This is what Nikki thinks went on when you called the cops and said, she threw a pair of shoes at me. She thinks that he was trying to get out in front of what really happened. Okay, now Arden is telling a very different story. Arden is saying it was Nikki who was the aggressor here, and it attacked him, and he filed a document showing what he says are the injuries that he suffered to the back of his neck, to his elbow, and his head. Now, what's interesting about this is that Arden called the police, and then called the police and said, "Don't bother coming." Right. But the police came anyway because it was a domestic violence call. They came a few hours later. They observed what was going on with her and him. Right. They did not arrest her. Right. And they said they saw injuries on her, visible marks on her. Had they seen the injuries that he's showing now? Again, I'm just making a general point. Had they seen those injuries at the time? Yeah. Standard operating procedure for cops in California is you arrest the other person and you then ask questions later. Right. That's the way. Right. And not just with jokes and the way people don't take it seriously. You're not making you the victim of domestic violence. So the question then is, if he suffered those injuries at her hand, yeah, why did the police let her escape and arrest him? Right. And that's kind of odd. Right.
Hi, I'm Kristen Houston, and I just want to say that domestic violence is a very serious issue. It's a huge accusation, and no matter who is doing what, the child is the one that should be protected. They need to seek some professional help so that they can both parent this child, because you can be scarred from this forever.
Yeah, it's a terrible thing for a kid to see. Right. By the way, to button this up, this marriage is over. Nikki filed for divorce and listed the date of separation as the date of that altercation. Taking a break, and we come back. There is big news in the Menendez case. The DA has said he is now going to review this case again and look at the allegations that Jose Menendez, the father of these two brothers, arrested both of them, and that could set them free. We are going to have Mark Aragus, their lawyer, on when we come back.
Welcome to the Credit Commonwealth, a place where financial progress can happen at the speed of delight. Here we help you achieve your money goals fast, like improving your credit score in a matter of days fast, so you don't have to wait around to see your hard work pay off. Oh, not done. Simply scan your screen to experience Intuit Credit Karma for yourself.
Welcome back to PMZ Live. Harvey and Babcock here. The Menendez brothers have a shot at getting out of prison. They have been in prison for around 35 years. You know, they killed their parents. They admitted, Jose and Kitty Menendez. Belatedly, they admitted it, but they did. In the first trial, it was a mistrial. And one of the reasons it was a mistrial is both brothers testified that their dad, Jose Menendez, molested them. Yeah. In the second, and there was a mistrial. Right, during the deadline. In the second trial, the same judge who held the first trial completely flipped on a lot of the evidence in the case. Completely flipped. Wouldn't allow almost any of the allegations of sexual abuse in. They were convicted. They were given life sentences, and now there has been a shift because a former member of the Nude came out and said Jose Menendez molested him. So now all of a sudden they are going back to the trial judge and saying, we want a new trial or reduce this to voluntary manslaughter. The DA now held a news conference yesterday, and he's saying he is going to review both of their arguments, either to get a new trial or even to somehow get their trial reduced to voluntary manslaughter. If that happens, they get out immediately because they've served more than the max. So a lot is on the line, and it is very possible that the Menendez brothers could be walking free in the not-too-distant future. So how likely is it? Well, let's bring in their lawyer, Mark Garrigus, who is representing them in this new effort. So, Mark, first off, what did you think of the DA's news conference yesterday?
I actually thought it was great of him. You know, he's in a very hard-fought race. Harvey, you've been around as long as I have in LA. Most DAs wouldn't touch this. Most of the previous DAs never would have touched this issue going into an election less than a month out. He did it. I thought he said that he did it because of the amazing amount of interest. But, you know, I've said for the last 18 months, the DA's office has been seriously engaged with both our filing writ of habeas corpus, and we've also sent them over a draft of our resentencing motion. So they've been engaged, they're taking it seriously by all accounts. If I thought I was getting played, I would have said so.
So what do you think of the options here? That one is to get a new trial based on the fact that the judge wouldn't allow the sexual abuse allegations in the second trial. And the second is to somehow get this reduced to voluntary manslaughter. Which is more likely to you? Because if I may, for me, it's weird to have a new trial because so many people have died, you know, in the last 35 years who were involved.
And look, I think the habeas is as strong a habeas as you can get, and I think the fact that the DA's office is engaged with it for 18 months, we've done conditional examinations of the matriarch of the family, Joan. She was tremendous in terms of voicing everything and everything that she knew about. We've exchanged all of the mitigation evidence, but you're right, Harvey. Ultimately, at the end of the day, the easiest solution here is, given all of the factors, given the fact that they've been in custody for knocking on the door 35 years, the law in California allows a judge in this situation to recall the sentence, bring back the murder sentence, on his own, reduce it to voluntary manslaughter, and to give them time served. To me, that's exactly what should happen right now.
So, timing here. Do you think the Netflix movie Monsters is just a coincidence that it dropped a couple weeks ago? It's #1 on Netflix, and all of a sudden the DA held a news conference. Do you think there's any connection there?
Well, I think to the extent that there was a tremendous backlash amongst the kind of Menendez TikTok crew. I mean, there have been a series of, you're familiar, I think, with one, Harvey, the Fox Nation documentary.
Yeah.
There has been other kind of 48 hours, there's been a variety. What this one did, in my humble opinion, is the Ryan Murphy Netflix one created such a backlash that there was it invigorated the interest. And I think even some of the cast members have said the same thing. And I think that press inundation, he was there, Gaston, the district attorney, was there to answer the questions because he's getting besieged.
What is their state of mind here? I mean, are they hopeful? Because they've been in prison for so long now. Does it feel like you don't want to get hopeful because it might be false hope? Or are they genuinely thinking, hey, we could get out of here?
I've counseled them, and they are on board with the idea is you can't get too high, you can't get too low, and these kinds of things. I will tell you that one of the things that's most impressive about them, they, since 2005, when they lost at the Ninth Circuit, have had no hope of ever getting out. So that's been roughly 17 years until we got involved with Cliff Gardner, got me involved with the renowned appellate attorney. During that 17 years, they had done some of the best work and some of the best mitigation evidence I've ever seen of any prisoner who had absolutely no hope of ever getting out. So you can't say that they were gaming the system or that they were just trying to be on their best behavior to get out. They had no hope, none whatsoever. And they've done some amazing stuff. I've been down to that Donovan State Prison twice. They've had a green space project there that is probably impressive. I attended Lyle's graduation of the first class of University of California, Irvine, in conjunction with the Department of Corrections, who have 20 some odd students. And I will tell you, those guys were impressive, very impressive.
Mark, and I say this as a guy, you guys are attorneys, I'm not. I mean, for George Jesko to have that whole press conference, to pull all the media out there, I mean, is there actually a realistic chance that in a month and a half from now he gets up there and says, okay, status quo, nothing's changing here? I mean, something has to happen, right?
You're channeling my inner thoughts. So I'm hopeful here. The fact that he said he's the one who's going to make the decision, that to me is important. I mean, the LADA's office is, I don't know, what is it, Harvey, 1,000 lawyers? Yeah. And I've been dealing with that office for over 40 years. There are always going to be various factions that you've got to deal with when you're the DA. And that's why I'll end with or circle back with, it was incredibly great because he's got factions there who are still part of the old guard who don't want to see anything to do with this because they believe the kind of 80s and 90s philosophy of just warehouse people, and then they let them get out. The truth of the matter is 90% of the prisoners in the prison system are going to be let out at some point, so you better do something to get them equipped to assimilate, and that's exactly what the boys and the brothers are doing.
I got to tell you, Mark, I think public opinion on this has shifted, and I think there's a real movement now feeling like they should get out. And I'm shocked because you would ask me this 10 years ago, I never would have said that. Gotta say.
Harvey, I'll tell you, 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, I would have said no way, no how. I mean, just being an observer. But I'll tell you the same thing. You've got your finger on the pulse. I get inundated. There is a movement. We have evolved as a culture. We have evolved to understand that this was not as it was portrayed at the time. I have told you this before, Harvey. Back in 1994, I tried a case, a woman by the name of Yoshi Kale. I was out in Pomona. We used the battered woman's defense. We successfully ultimately got her a voluntary manslaughter and probation. The idea that the judge ruled basically that same year or the following year that syndrome, the idea of negating the malice, was not available to childhood abuse victims, to me is incomprehensible fast forward 30 years later.
Mark, I cannot wait to talk to you again because my spidey senses say you're going to win this one. So come back to us soon, please.
I'm hopeful, and I'll have you over for Thanksgiving dinner if I've got enough. I will.
Okay, Mark, thank you again. Okay, we are going to take a break. When we come back, Bill Maher has an interesting take on Taylor Swift. He thinks she's a cult leader. We'll get into it when we come back.
What do you think of this?
Time to tiki.
That's easy. It's almost no smoke.
Cozy over here.
How about we... Looks cozy.
It's so
TNT's got every freaking thing! Big celebs, big stories, big events!
Him and Bianca side by side at Kanye's listening party. Who looks better? Bianca is 10 years younger. And she don't got 7 kids.
It's TNT!
Welcome back to TMZ Live. So, Bill Maher had Nikki Glazer on his Club Random podcast. I love this. This podcast is so good. And she turns out to be a super fan of Taylor Swift.
I had no idea.
No idea. I didn't either. She has been to 18 Taylor Swift concerts in a 15-month period. That's
like a record.
Crazy. So Bill had a really interesting take on Taylor Swift, the cult leader.
If she said vote for Trump, then he'd win.
I know,
Oh, that's not good.
I know, but she didn't.
No.
So I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with her power.
Trump, that's a cult, but so is this. It is a cult. And, maybe a cult leader can be, good for good and not evil. I think she generally is. That's why I say I have no reason to put her down or desire to. Elections that we have now are so close, razor sharp. I mean, Trump won the first one. He pulled it inside straight. And basically with 70,000 votes or something, was it across 3 states? Something so small. I mean, she registered like 400,000 people. I mean, right there could be the difference.
And he's right. I mean, Taylor Swift is a cult leader.
What's he say? All right,
He's right. Right? I mean, anybody disagree with that?
No, not me, Aaron.
I totally agree. It is a cult. I think if you were Taylor Swift, it'd be kind of fun to see just how much power you have. Be like, everyone, wear purple clothes only, or wear only blue clothes, and they'll do it.
They will totally do it. Now, the question is, does that translate to voting? And Bill Maher is saying that Taylor Swift could, because it is really interesting, because Bill Maher has now come out and said that he believes that Kamala Harris is going to win this election.
Yeah.
He has always said before that he had real doubts about any Democrat winning. He predicted that Trump was going to win in 2016.
Yeah.
He also felt that Trump was going to definitely win against Joe Biden.
Which he was.
But he came out and said now he believes she's going to win on the heels of the Taylor Swift.
I think Bill is far overestimating her sway in this election. I don't think celebrity endorsements really mean much. If there was ever one that would mean anything, it would probably be Taylor Swift. And he's not wrong. A couple of thousand votes in a couple of different states, but this is
44,000 votes.
But she can make that difference. You're looking at that, like when Katy Perry was like, I love Hillary Clinton. Nobody cared. Usually celebrities don't matter. But if Taylor Swift says, hey, you guys, you need to go out and vote. How many tens of thousands of Swifties who maybe didn't care or weren't going to go vote will now because she told them to? And you're right, in these small districts, that can decide a whole electoral vote for a state.
What's up, guys? It's Rashawn Dion from Atlanta, and honestly, 2024 is looking wild. I wouldn't necessarily call it a cult, but the Swifties are definitely loyal to their leader, I will say. If she tells them to vote, they just might vote, so we'll see.
I think she got a lot of power. Okay, check this out, folks. Check this out. This is the way to do it.
Yes.
Not the way Ben Affleck did it. An agency government in Santa Monica. You left the die on way too long.
Asleep?
Just wait. You left it on too long.
Yeah. But you're 50. You're in your 50s. Add a little salt and pepper.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just
No, it doesn't look natural. It doesn't look natural.
You counted to 100 when you should have counted to 30.
My question is, but why didn't he have a professional colorist do this? Why is he messing around with
Because
for men at home?
Because it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but this is what happens. And what happened is he just looks, look,
Ben Affleck always looks good, but it's aged him a little bit, right? Like, how long are you guys supposed to leave the hair dye on for, on the beard?
I don't know.
Well, I do.
I do have grays, though, but you're right. That's the way to do
A
it.
couple of minutes, you know, and he did it way too. He probably did it himself. And clearly did it himself.
He clearly did it himself in a rush.
Shout out to Just for Men. Okay. We're going to take a break. When we come back, a pretty shocking lawsuit filed against Garth Brooks alleging rape.
Yeah.
Garth Brooks says this woman has been extorting him. There was a secret defamation lawsuit filed earlier by Garth Brooks against this woman. We will explain when we come back.
Did you know period pads are not designed to protect against bladder leak odor and wetness? Try Poise Fresh Protection. Unlike period pads, Poise features Fresh Sense technology for up to 100% protection from wetness and odors. Try Poise.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. Harvey and Babcock here. So, Garth Brooks is now facing a very serious lawsuit, a rape lawsuit filed by a woman who says she was his wife, Trisha Yearwood's makeup artist and became his makeup artist. And she's claiming that he raped her in a Los Angeles hotel. Now, Garth Brooks is absolutely determined to go out and tell the world that this woman is lying, he says.
Yeah.
And that he's even filed a defamation lawsuit against her, which he filed as a John Doe a month ago,
right?
Because he says she is extorting him for millions of dollars. So this has gotten really messy, but Garth Brooks seemed unbothered because he was performing in Vegas last night. He posted this, a full crowd. And
if there was ever a night that I really needed this, tonight was that night. Thank you for my life. Interesting. You felt like he might not. I could have seen a situation where he said, I'm not going to go out there and perform.
Yeah, but he does not want to crawl into a hole because he says this whole thing is bogus. So here's what Garth says about this lawsuit. He says, for the last 2 months,
I have been hassled to no end with threats, lies, and tragic tales of what my future would be if I did not write a check for many millions of dollars. Hush money, no matter how much or how little, is still hush money. In my mind, that means I am admitting to behavior I am incapable of. Ugly acts no human should ever do to another. We filed suit against this person nearly a month ago to speak out, and that's the defamation suit, against extortion and defamation of character. We filed it anonymously for the sake of families on both sides.
And guys, these allegations are crazy. She's claiming that back in 2019, she had to come with him to LA for a Grammy event. When she got on the private jet with him, she assumed other people would be going because she also worked for Garth's wife, Trisha. Trisha and others weren't on the jet. It was just her and Garth. They came to LA. And she claims in this lawsuit that when they got to the hotel, he only had booked one hotel room and that she was required to stay with him in the hotel.
I gotta say, Brendan, that's bizarre, right?
It's very bizarre. It does not make sense for a major star like Garth Brooks, but this is what she's claiming. And she claims that when they were in that room together, that is when the rape occurred, that he did very, very graphic, horrible things to her. She claims at one point she felt like her body was breaking in two.
Now, I gotta say, it is really interesting, and I haven't seen a play like this where he filed this defamation suit and extortion suit a month ago, but he filed it anonymously.
Right.
So this apparently, these allegations, I think he said that he wouldn't put her on staff and give her medical benefits, and that's when she turned
angry at him, right? And it's been threatening him. At another point in the lawsuit, he says it felt like he had a loaded gun pointed at him for this entire time, where he claims she's been trying to shake him down.
I just think that, Garth doesn't seem like the type of person that would do that. But, thing gets to your head. Sometimes you do things that's not out of the norm. But, and also, you also have those people that just want money. So, if he put himself in that position to where he was alone with her, that gave her a little bit of leeway to try to get that money. But if he's got some way to prove himself, I try everything to prove my name.
Look, they're telling drastically different stories.
Well, the weird thing is that he's in a hotel and says, "I can't get you another room. You've got to stay with me."
Assuming that's true,
I find that bizarre.
Right.
Okay, we're going to move on. So we've talked about this over the years on TMZ, that you cannot take a snapshot of somebody at one of their worst moments and assume that it's going to define them for the rest of their lives. We have seen it time and time again, where a celebrity does something really bad, and everybody says, "Oh, that's the way it's going to be for the rest." They're going to be painted with
You're a terrible person,
and it never works that way. You're looking at Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars on live television, and everybody said that was the end of Will Smith. I never believed it, and it's not true that it's the end of Will Smith. Will Smith's been doing movies, and last night he was honored at the Grammy Museum for his body of work. So there you go. We're going to play something for you because I just find this really interesting. Will gave a speech and got really emotional about raising children, and particularly his son. And I just think this is such a good point that I've heard over the years, and he really delivered this well.
I remember I brought him home and put him in the bassinet. And I had just bought a picture-in-picture television. It was a 1,000-page manual. And see, the son I sent me home with a baby and not even a pamphlet. And I remember that first night. And I just fell down on my knees. And I made one of the most hardcore promises I've ever made to a human being. I was going to do everything I could do to be a good dad to him.
Yo, this is interesting for a number of reasons, because one, Will and Trey, they have a good relationship now, but when Trey was first born, Will and Trey, they had a kind of a tough relationship because Will and Trey's mom, they broke up when Trey was only 2 years old, and at the time, Will was around 26, so his career was hotter than ever. He had no idea how to be a parent. He's admitted that throughout the year, so it's good to see they kind of have reconciled, and they're like full-fledged, just having a great time together.
Yeah, and we should just say, Wild, I mean, it was tough on Trey because then Will went on to have 2 other kids,
Right.
Willow and Jaden.
Yeah.
And he was with them a lot, and Trey was kind of on the sidelines. Seems like they have kind of aligned.
Yeah, he's a 31-year-old man. He's an adult. Look, and on Will, that's really nice to see. It gets you almost choked up just watching it. What he did with Chris Rock was a terrible moment. It was a terrible thing that he did, but it doesn't define him. Will Smith was always thought of as a good guy, Harvey, and
it's part of the mosaic of his life.
Hi, I'm Tally, and I'm calling from Atlanta. And honestly, I think it's in duality. I love that it always seems like he's doing something wholesome and fun. I don't know any other celebrity hyping up a crowd on a random Thursday and trying a new song. And I didn't too much mind that. So, I just love that he seems to be such a happy person and tries his best to love on Lee, even though that's a difficult thing to get it right every single time.
Okay. We're going to take a break. When we come back, I'm really excited about this. We're going to have Allison Eastwood on. She is Clint Eastwood's daughter. And a lot of people think, if somebody is, the daughter of a big celebrity, they just coast through life. That kind of thing. She is doing something so noble, so wonderful. At least, in my world.
Yeah, I agree.
I just cannot wait to talk to her about it. We're going to have her live when we come back.
Jorge has always put the ones he loves first. But when it comes to caring for his teeth, he's let his own maintenance take a back seat. Well, maybe it's time to shift gears on that. Aspen Dental has complete, affordable care, all under one roof. Plus $29 exams and x-rays for new patients without insurance. And 20% off treatment plans for everyone. Making it easier to get started with quality care. It's one more way Aspen Dental is in your corner.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. There is a crisis in California. The shelters for wayward animals, strays, they kill now 110,000 of them every year. And it is heartbreaking. Governor Newsom here has vowed to stop that and allow rescue organizations to take these animals and require the shelters to give them to these rescuers.
Yeah.
But it's a big, big problem. And just the fact that so many abandoned animals now are sitting in shelters because A lot of people are going back to purebreds because of the pandemic is over. People have lost interest in it. So this is a real crisis. Enter Allison Eastwood, who for the last 12 years has been working to save these animals and to create a foundation. She has now created the Eastwood Ranch Foundation in Agoura outside of Los Angeles. And the mission is to save these animals, to take them out of shelters. And it is such a wonderful thing she's doing. And we are honored. I am certainly honored to bring her in right now. Allison, welcome to TMZ Live.
Hi guys, thanks for having me.
We so appreciate it. So, I'm active in a rescue organization called Ace of Hearts. And the woman who runs it contacted me a couple of days ago and said, it is just unbelievable what is going on in these shelters right now. They're killing all these animals. So I would assume you have your hands full at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's been so terrible. I mean, we're always full. We've been full ever since I started doing this in 2012. But seriously, right now, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's post-pandemic or people are just struggling and then dumping their animals. But I've never seen such an influx in our shelter system.
Wow, so there's been a lot more animals, Allison, like Harvey said, since the pandemic has ended, that have either been left abandoned, that you're having to help?
I think so. I also think a lot of them, I think just people are struggling in general. And one of the biggest problems is that, vet care for animals is very expensive. And just to do, teeth cleaning or get spayed and neutered or do basic things is so expensive that it's really kind of hard, for the average person to be able to afford that. And I think that's part of the big crisis. And I think keeping animals in their home would be the best way to do it, but I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet.
Well, you figured out something. Tell us about the foundation.
Well, I've always loved animals. I've always been a huge animal advocate. And as you can see, I have this cute little hot breathing creature on my neck right there.
He's so cute.
Yeah, she's a good girl. She's one of our rescues. We started in 2012. We've been working without any bricks and mortar of our own, out of foster, out of our own home, out of boarding facilities. And I kept saying, we need our own place. And this is what prompted me to find this land in Agoura, which is still LA County, but just on the outskirts, and to build a place where people and animals could come together. And it wouldn't feel like a shelter. It wouldn't feel horrible like a prison. It wouldn't feel scary and chaotic. It would feel like pure love and a place where you would want to come adopt and actually volunteer and then be part of something. So it's really about community outreach. And I think, especially in Los Angeles, Southern California, I think community outreach is really important because a lot of people don't know that the shelters are full and that they're euthanizing hundreds of animals just in Southern California every day alone. So people don't know, and I think education and awareness, and then of course spay neuter, there's a lot of components to it, but I think just raising the awareness is a huge, huge thing.
Allison, there's going to be so many people watching this who love animals. What can somebody out there do if they say, hey, I want to help, maybe I can't take in an animal right now, but I'd love to help?
Yeah, a lot of people, like, I don't have extra money to donate or whatever, but you can always, most people are on social media. You can always share an animal. Like, I would say community outreach, go to your local shelter or go to your local rescues. Google where who the people are doing great work in your community. And, you can get towels and blankets and newspaper. You can gather things. You can share animals on social media. You can, do a small bake sale or a fundraiser. I mean, I had a young girl who raised $1,500 in Wisconsin for us, and they weren't even in the state, but there's so many things to do. And I just think that you can do a little something every day to help animals, especially in your community.
Well, listen, what you're doing is fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us. We really, really appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much. And I hope you guys will come out and see the ranch.
Love to come out. Love to come out.
Please, anytime, you're always welcome.
Thank you, Allison. Thank you.
Thank you, Neil.
Okay, that is, I'll tell you anything. Just near and dear to my heart. Okay, we're taking a break. When we come back, Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian, a member of their family, Rocky, well, they went to a Halloween party where they did Halloween stuff at the bar. I'll tell you what stuff that is when we come back.
Hop on board the TMZ Hollywood Selfie Tour, and we'll take you to the most iconic landmarks in Hollywood and Beverly Hills and make you part of the story. You'll post your pics at the landmarks that define this town, and our guide will show you how to shoot your best shots. By the time you're done, you'll have a complete portfolio of selfies that will make all your friends on Instagram drip with envy. So head to TMZTour.com and book your tickets for the TMZ Hollywood Selfie Tour.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. Babcock and Harvey. Halloween just a couple of weeks away, and you know, you're excited about this. Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker, they are absolutely obsessed with Halloween, and now that they've got their little son Rocky, who is almost a year old, Harvey, they went to a Halloween farm in Los Angeles, in Agora to be exact. They've got like the petting zoo and the hay rides and the pumpkin patch.
It's called Underwood Farms. It's actually Moore Park, close to Agora. But yeah, sorry to correct you, Babcock. But yeah, we don't really see Rocky too often, which is obviously Travis and Kourtney's kid. But all the other kids are there. I think Saint, True, Kris Jenner's there, and hold on,
Kris Jenner's not one of the kids.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying Kris Jenner's there as well. Grandma's there, and they're obviously filming, so clearly this is going to be something for keeping up with the Kardashians.
Do they do anything without cameras? Do they do anything without cameras?
The answer to that is no. Good night, family out.
Hi, I'm Pablo Prince from Los Angeles, California. And yeah, good for them for getting to the petting zoo. I think we could all use a day at the petting zoo, you know? We're all just, not on camera every single time. So I think it's kind of ironic because their whole existence is kind of like a petting zoo for us. The people.
Oh my God. That's really funny. That is funny.
Okay, taking a break. When we come back, Mike Tyson fighting Jake Paul in just under 2 months, however. A lot of people think Mike Tyson's too old. Wait until you see this new training footage. It's scary. Welcome back to TMZ Live. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fighting November 15th. Now, remember, this fight was scheduled, Harvey, for a couple of months ago.
They had a medical
Right. So I think a lot of people have fairly asked, what kind of condition is Mike Tyson in? And
58-year-old Mike Tyson.
right, should he be taking a fight? Well, he has released some new training footage. The dude looks scary, Harvey. I mean, ooh, look at this. Wow. It's fast and
Wow. Honestly, and I'm not saying this is a joke. Mike Tyson loves to smoke weed.
He does.
And I don't know how that plays into this.
No, I don't think anybody thinks weed is a performance enhancer.
I think the opposite. And I think weed is a bigger factor than age because you can see he's in great shape.
Right.
But is he going off the ganja?
Right, that's the question. I guess we're going to find out. They fight in just over a month. See what happens.
We will see what happens. And have a good weekend, and we will see you Monday.
Okay, good news. Britney Spears is fired.
Britney Spears had a scary incident with her fireplace.
She's off.
Thank God she's out of action Thursday. Yeah. Things have been going swimmingly.
What's gone wrong?
What has gone wrong? She divorced her husband and she burned her eyebrows off.
Angelina Jolie signed a very interesting poster for a fan, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. She clearly
despises breakfast now, right? Oh. Can she remember the time that they fell apart?
Yes.
I think women think about this more than men.
The saying is hell has no period of a woman scorn.
Men scorned are dangerous. Women scorned are just annoying.
Kristen Cavallari says age played a factor in her breakup from Mark Estes. He needs to experience life.
When she said that sex was like the best she's had, that was the writing on the wall. That is the best thing he could possibly take from this breakup. That compliment.
Hold on. Do you know how he got that compliment? He said, "You're the best sex I ever had. What about you?" And then she had to be like, "Oh yeah, you too." That's how it went down. That's how it went down.
James Blunt might be changing his name. He's re-releasing his album Back to Bedlam, and he said if the album goes number one,
I'm changing my name to whatever public. Changing my name.
he'll change his name to whatever they want him to change his name to.
It's an easy thing to say when you know you have no chance of your album going number one.
Yeah.
If I get a good shot today, like I'll change my name.
Fisher could throw the littlest ones back. And when it comes to that young whippersnapper Kristen Cavallari guy, back in he goes. Because after 7 months, 37-year-old Kristen called it quits with 24-year-old Mark Estes. So, was she just start fishing?
You must have been a little pad. I just know long term he needs to experience life. You know, he's young.
So she says there's like no cheating, but it really does have to do with age.
There's something interesting to know about this. You know, Jim's going around against you. No, he is a man of a certain age. He likes fun.
But back to these two.
I started to feel the age a little bit just with life experience.
If you go somewhere and they don't know anything about life, you're like,
Hey, Mark's got plenty of wisdom, right? To be a champ, you have to believe in yourself. He's an old soul.
What's really happening here is that he wants to have a family. She doesn't want to have kids anymore. You think he wants a family at 24?
Yeah, he does. But Kristen all but says it.
He will make someone so happy one day. He will have a beautiful family of his own.
she thought she wanted to remain president.
And speaking of some capacity,
She said like 2 weeks ago she was having the best sex she's ever had with this guy. That is the best thing he could possibly take from this breakup.
Do you know how he got that compliment? He said, "You're the best sex I ever had. What about you?"
Am I the best sex you've ever had?
Yeah. She had to be like, "Oh yeah, you too."
so good luck, Mark. Oh, you'll be fine.
When I left, it was a whole thing.
Cardi B found out she was pregnant with baby number 3 in like a very weird way. So she went and had surgery. She got some butt injections taken out. She got some fibrosis removed. And then she went to her OBGYN.
I told her, like, "Hey, we found like 6 weeks pregnant."
She got pregnant on Valentine's Day.
She's like, "Oh my gosh." She's like, "You're like 17 weeks pregnant." I'm like, "What?"
She was like almost halfway through.
Yeah.
And I was like, "No, wait, I was like, one time this year." She hasn't come up with me yet, right?
So what are the two names of
Culture and Wade. And Culture was named after Offset's like album. Wade is like Offset's like the wave, but you know, like they're on the wave. So hopefully it's not Offset related.
my mom's name was Lee, and I'm Margaret. Yeah. What day was that?
Everyone knows that.
Some people here are like Lee Harvey Rush.
It was a big ass baby.
Now it's a trip down memory lane, starring Angelina Jolie.
So Angelina Jolie is out promoting her new movie Maria, a biopic about Maria Callas, but she signed a very interesting poster for a fan. A poster of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Ooh, Brad Pitt's in it.
He didn't say they were good memories, but yes, Angelina autographed the poster while looking a little displeased, though to be fair, that's kind of her look most of the time.
She clearly despises Brad Pitt now, right?
They have been going through a contentious divorce since 2016. So hold on, maybe she remembered the better times.
I actually do have a question about romance.
But don't quit your boss, and you shouldn't be afraid.
Can she look back at a Mr. and Mrs. Smith movie and remember the time that they fell think about this morning. The Chinese hell has no period of a women's store. There's a ring to watch. Men's stores are dangerous. Women's stores are just annoying. So good on you for signing the poster despite everything, Angelina.
I wish you would put an exclamation and then sign her name underneath it.
Or at least draw the penis on his face. See on eBay, Angelina Jolie signed poster.
We thought Tyler Leslie. He is on this new Lifetime movie called Buried Alive.
Buried Alive in Lifetime?
It's based on a true story, which is not good. But this boyfriend buries his girlfriend alive in like a pine box that he ends up just living.
Well, actually, this is based on true events. Right. Yeah, we know it's a fun shoot, man. We touch real things. We're talking about the domestic violence, and, really mental health.
And it really happened and she was alive and everything?
Yeah, it's about a crazy ass. But look how hot this guy is. Part of what was so hot.
Oh, that's so much. What's Black Magazine? Mind your business. So you click on the official Black Magazine, it just says, sorry, this page isn't available. You're not allowed. You're not allowed.
Good evening and welcome to Home Class Prevention and Safety Tips with Brittany Spitz. Maybe we should have picked a different post.
British Spears posted a video in a British accent talking about how she had a scary incident with her fireplace. So she basically said that about 6 months ago,
on a tin fireplace and overside it blew up to my face and it took all of my eyelashes off my eyebrows. I was like, in 30 second videos of what can happen.
Well, whatever happened, luckily Brittany seems okay now. But
the weird thing about it is, so she's talking about it 6 months later, and 6 months ago we saw her on Instagram a lot. There was nothing wrong. You got second-degree burn.
or third-degree burn.
Third-degree means like skin graft. Or it could have never happened.
Yeah.
Accent is gratuitous. Your accent's a what do you say? What is that? I can't even talk like this. What do you really think?
we'll think, oh, great, Harvey's been binging the Great British Baking Show and worrying for a long week.
It was so.
Didn't she also say she burned down her gym once?
No. Okay, yeah, she said that. But at the time, sources told us the incident wasn't nearly as bad as Brittany made it out to be.
Thank God she's out of conservatorship. Things have been going swimmingly. What's gone wrong? What is going wrong? She divorced her husband. She burned her eyebrows off.
Always great to see you, Brittany, but you take it easy out there.
James Blunt might be changing his name. He released his album 20 years ago, Back to Bedlam. It was his first album. Very popular. You're Beautiful was on there. Huge hit. His label is re-releasing the album. So he was on the Chris Royal show and they're talking about it. And he said, if it reaches everyone, I have signed up to changing my name to whatever public. I changed my name. Oh no, and it's not just an act of desperation. There's a million things still in my life and my life with my grandfather. It wasn't like this is actually coming from Glasgow, but it wasn't too bad. It's a pretty safe bet. I know it's an easy thing to say when you know you have no chance in your life. Yeah. If I should have been shot today, like I said, you don't have to do this. I just was being intense. We're going to first look at Travis Kelce as a television show host. Are you? He's good. Really? I thought he was pretty funny. What was your major? Criminal justice. If I'm going to go to school, I might as well learn how not go to jail.
The Alabama speeches doesn't end in the fall. Keep the blood going, salty air and sandy feet. It's the perfect time to take in the sea breeze, the Gulf waves, less crowds, and charge for the meaning finally arrested. Because the young one got overriding taking a trip to the shore. Book your endless summer vacation at AlabamaBeaches.com.
father. Needed you.
Trump intends to enact a national sales tax that would raise prices on middle-class families by $4,000 a year. We will pass a tax cut that will benefit more than 100 million Americans.
They go with it.
I'll put a rush on those lab results for my suspicions that everything's fine. Oh, thank you, Dr. Morgan. And thanks for seeing me. Take care now.
Hey. What happened to your vacation?
I'm living in 30 minutes. Sorry for calling you when I was.
Another emergency?
That not enough to leave.
You know we have an after-hours service that will refer you to a doctor so you can actually go on vacation.
Oh, I have a sample in the back to send to the lab. Would you need?
I'll send you that. Rush and result?
Well,
That's very done. Hey, I'll take care of the rest of the paperwork and insurance. You get a new one.
the best. Sorry again for calling you in and interrupting your plans.
No, the only thing I have on my schedule today is lunch with my brother.
Well, enjoy that.
Thanks.
Oh, be sure to allow me if I reach you.
I've got it. Have a good trip.
Thanks. Bye.
Hi, it's Addison Burke calling for my brother. Yeah, he's been ignoring my texts. Could you remind him not to be late to
lunch this time. Thanks so much.
Can you get these out before lunch?
It's time for.
Thank you. Thank you. Is that for him?
Yep, have fun.
I will.
The sales managers are working their teams and are seeing results in repeat customer contracts. New sales are holding steady, same as last year, but next fiscal year's projections are coming in at 18%.
That's promising. Not good enough. Did you crawl here? Oh, sorry, there's just a lot of traffic and traffic. The grown-ups are talking.
18% beats out last year in the chip sector.
And that was last year. This year, we need to top that. Honestly, how long have you worked here?
Justin, what do you have in mind? I doubt you're really relying on the chip sector alone.
Katrina Sawyer. She's sitting on a patent that can make the power division skyrocket.
How so?
A new battery design. 40% smaller, with 25% more strength and weight.
If we could do that, that would increase sales astronomically.
Really? I'm so glad you pointed that out to me.
Why hasn't anyone moved on?
It's not common knowledge. Either she underestimates what she has, or she's oblivious. My money's on the second.
She's on the chopping block, from what I heard.
Gossip about that horrible coffee shop you go to is not reliable. What's the latest?
Katrina's giving it her all, but the analysts are saying that the company is having problems.
I know what the analysts are saying.
Yeah, but she's taking a vacation, which is ruffling some feathers considering the financial concerns.
Leadership be replaced, so the company will simpler, probably within 15 months.
Where is she? She usually vacations at the Hamptons, Grand Cayman, or Maldives.
I will find out.
Now,
Do you need anything else from me?
any reservations for dinner tonight? 6 people.
Got it. Your suit's on me.
Okay.
Okay, what else?
Hi. Hi, it's Pete from Justin Ross's office. No, hang on, please. Yeah, I'm just curious. I wanted to get something here sooner. Is there an address that's best to send it to?
Your sister called me to remind you about meeting her for lunch.
Uh-huh. Right, yes. No, yeah, I would need to get it to her immediately. Yes. All right, call me back. All right, bye. Hi, Madison.
Thank you so much for grabbing lunch.
I'll let you happy to have.
What'd you get? Hey, I mentioned recently you're the greatest sister on the planet.
All the time. But yeah.
I think they are.
Well, Dr. Morgan's on vacation for a couple weeks, so the practice shuts down while he's gone. I'll stop in every once in a while and do paperwork and check on things, but other than that,
You're lucky. I'm somehow expected to be on call 100% come rain or shine before I'm sick.
gee, I've told you 1,000 times you chose the wrong job. What does a big bad billionaire have you doing?
I don't know, the usual. Which is everything he deems is beneath him, which is, oh, that's right, yeah, literally.
You could always go back and get your master's degree.
If I go back to school, I'll have to start all over in this place. Right now, I'm Justin Bieber.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see how hard I work. I can apply for someplace better in the company. Somewhere in the middle. I'm right there.
Where's the middle? Where we all need to be.
No, and from there, I can work my way up. But if I give up now, trust me, it's just a lot better and quicker this way. I have to go.
You just got here.
No, I'm so sorry. Thank you.
I love these let's catch up meals we share.
How about Sunday dinner?
You offer to cook?
No. Bye.
You look ridiculous on that thing.
See you soon.
the pharmacy on the way to your apartment? We'll get your prescription filled.
No, later. I have to go to work right now.
Oh, please.
No, I'm serious. I have to go to work right now.
Pete, you could have been much worse off. You know that, right? And besides, your leg's gonna start hurting when whatever they gave you wears off.
It won't, Emma. It's fine. Do you know how many angry texts I'm getting from my boss right now? He's waiting for me.
Then tell him what happened.
He won't care. All the more reason to come home. You do not know this man like I do, okay?
After all you told me, I kind of feel like I do.
Okay, then you know I have to show him this to believe me.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. Yes, no, I was just wondering, can I get the address, though? No, I totally did it. It's in Nashville, she's on vacation, that's all fine and well. I want to send her something, and if she doesn't want to look at it, that's her decision. Yeah, no, I'm here, I'm still here. Thank you, yes. Good. No, fantastic, that is great, thank you. Is there any way you could, to me, my hands are kind of full right now.
Nice.
Okay, and how long is she going to be there for? Great, thank you so much. You know, I really do. Seriously, thank you so much. Right. What's been going on? Nothing.
Nothing. You sit down already.
What'd you find out about Katrina? I've been waiting for hours. Hours. All the info on her, the guys are sending her a message, okay? She's not one of her usual spots. I'm in St. Martin. Really? When? She left today. She's going to be there in a couple of weeks. Call the property manager of my house. Get everything ready for my arrival. You got it. When do you want to? Tomorrow morning. Move around the schedule. Make it work. Yeah. We'll call your jet. Can you travel with that mess? Oh, yeah.
No.
Yes. So it's just a scratch. You can't travel and work hobbling around like that. Call Duncan for the working. No, sister, I promise I can do it. Hi, we should have been on this. Something changed this much.
Is something the...
Oh, the manipulative, lazy goon who's been after my job for years. Nipping my heels. Yeah, so it's just not to Justin.
I'm sorry.
I have to go on this trip.
You can't.
Why not?
You need rest? Because I can't even cast for a few more days at the earliest. I can just see you falling over sandy beaches on crutches, trying to get lost in Boston with sunglasses. You'll make it worse, and you'll end up needing surgery. And don't think that I gave you discount just because I work for a doctor.
Okay, I do think you're overexaggerating.
Pete, maybe this is a sign to take a break.
This is the cutthroat world of Justin Ross. Okay, you don't get it. If they don't go, he's just going to replace me.
You can't do that.
You can't, and you will. Everything will be fucked on. If I can just get through this, it'll be fine. Everything will be fine. I can give up now.
And you'll just magically heal by tomorrow?
No, but I can just find another solution.
You're going to keep rolling yourself.
No, but using a better version of myself. Right? Yeah, never mind. Oh, okay. Follow me. Whatever happens. Just roll with it.
Where do the miracles come from?
Let's try here. Don't Wiggles gels, made with 100% fruit juice.
Being rare is embracing every version of yourself. When we come together to celebrate our full selves, we belong to something beautiful. All rare beauty cells will be donated on World Mental Health Day. Join us.
Isn't that our cleaning lady? Not today.
You know how when you're living your life and all of a sudden you're out there helping cops solve crimes?
We're really doing this, huh?
We're doing it.
Kamala Harris knows what it's like to carry our children, our jobs, and our parents. She had a busy job. When her mom got cancer, she was by her side every step of the way. So trust Kamala knows what we need. Lower prices and lower taxes. Taking a second or helping a family and still being able to pay all bills. So let's elect a president who knows what it's like and what our
No, it won't raise any interest from monopoly funds. Okay. Get back to me when you're ready for. Don't tell me. Duncan is in crutches too. No, but Duncan is just gonna let you know. Looks like you're in a fall. Look, I can come and base out of the house on the island. That way I can still get you whatever you need. I need someone who can go and do what I do. I agree. I agree 100%. Which is why my sister Addison will be coming with us. Why? She's super organized. She loves everything. This massively busy medical practice she works at. She can go where I cannot. That's a ridiculous idea.
Yeah, what he said.
If Duncan goes, he's just going to pretend to work in the meeting in the worst possible second. So you're following Katrina Sawyer to Katrina Scott, right? If you really want a marine assistant following her, well, I've gotten used to it as it is. Look, she's good. She's better than me. Pete? So you're saying I should fire you and hire her? No, I actually prefer Dr. Thought you couldn't earn on that. But fortunately for us, she has an external himself. Look, her skills, my brains, nothing falls through the cracks. I've never seen you this emphatic. No, desperate. It doesn't suit you. Are you really better than you thought?
I guess.
We leave tomorrow and get back to work. Okay. If this ends up in disaster, Allison here has nothing to lose.
I see.
You, however, do. Yeah.
I can't believe you.
I need to do this.
And what about your leg? You'll need to get a cast.
It's a standard broken leg, or I'll just find someone to say burn if it's hard for the beat.
And what about him? You've been complaining about Justin Ross ever since you started working here. And now you're trying to vote me into working for him too.
Just for the trick, okay? Look, it can't be any harder than keep running back to Morgan's office.
Yes, it is.
I'm sure of it. Look, you do what he asks. I take care of everything else with time.
He's conceited and rude.
And you've dealt with difficult patients before, and families complaining about how long the wait time is for appointments and really everything else. How hard can it be? Allison, please. Our job relies on you.
No pressure.
Thank you. For the best.
Oh, this is a disaster.
Can you grab my... I got it.
Did you take your payments today?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Well, do you need a pillow for your foot?
It's fine. Yes, see? He's fine. Now, shush. It was a bestseller for 10 weeks.
That's good.
Take it. You should read it. I'm sure you get stands and learn something.
Is it a memoir or your business philosophy?
A little bit of both.
Is it any good?
Oh.
Just asking. Wow.
It's on a vacation.
I know.
Yeah, could you tone down your affairs for me?
Sorry. But things you just do, everything is ready for you. Except for just for yourself.
Good. You didn't go right out again to see Ruth. I'll talk to myself if I do. Leave the keys. Take my bags to my room. After that, I won't be needing anything else for a while. I'll have one of my assistants call for
Of course, it's you.
Okay, take a look around, get familiar with where everything is, and figure out something for dinner. I want to eat at 7. Yeah, okay.
Where should I?
Take a room.
How's this?
This is great.
Anything you need?
No, I'm sure we get out there for a few minutes. Oh, hey, please don't let Justin see me like this.
Got it. I'm going to go try my things, okay?
What are you doing?
I was. This is your room, isn't it?
Yes.
Sorry, just give me a spot. Like you said.
Wrong spot.
Yeah.
While you're here, though, unpack my bags. Oh, it's right there.
So it begins. Did you just wake up?
I didn't even mean to fall asleep. He didn't call me, right?
No. He did ask me to unpack his bags.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you the maid for Money Chapel too?
No, not really.
What about the cook?
I usually just order something with the company card.
Well, now you tell me.
I mean, look, they use this alone and stuff. The amount of drinks I got for him for the first 2 months, maybe you think I was his, like, no, his personal waiter or something.
Well, I'd be fine with this if he showed some appreciation.
Yeah, he doesn't really do that.
Typical. Did you ever read his book?
I actually assumed it was required reading when I got the job because he hands out to all his employees.
So sad.
Look, I know it's tough, but let me get that book, man.
You've been working for him for how long now? So you tell me. Have you found any better?
Okay.
Excuse me, Justin? Mr. Ross, your dinner is ready. What would you like to eat?
Inside is fine. As is. Justin. So good? Oh, you can go. I need to go.
Enjoy.
Look, it's not it's the idea that he doesn't see us as equals.
I probably wouldn't believe that. I mean, right or not, that's no excuse to review that view.
This is a totally different world than we live in.
Dr. Morgan never was like that.
Just because Dr. Morgan is a decent human being, Justin Ross is.
So, what do we do tomorrow?
He has a full day of meetings and calls. I can take care of whatever he needs for that. So anything that requires walking, but I'm not able to.
Well, if I can get away during the day, I'm going to find a doctor and make an appointment for you to get your test.
No, I can call him around and handle that. You're on the clock, so he's going to expect you to be available.
On the clock. And I need to pay?
No commitment. I bet you another Christmas present with you.
Mm-hmm.
I need to revise sales projections from each sector of the company. The managers will save any more time to true that. I want to know.
You got it.
I also want you to stay up on all the gossip about Katrina Sawyer, what the employees over there saying too.
Okay, yeah, already on. Sure.
You need to set up a way for me to meet with her. Maybe that'll be where you prove useful.
Okay, do you want to come here?
No, that won't work. It's got to be casual, natural.
What do you mean?
She's not a fan of some hurt feelings from a few years ago.
So figure out a way for us to run into this.
So you came all the way here for a meeting with someone who doesn't like you?
Our good news is I already have the address of where she's staying.
Do I knock on the door? Or?
I don't know how coincidental that would be, but we'll think of something. Get to it. Both of you. You got it. Oh, wait.
We have someone who wants to be president who has consistently attempted to use race to divide, and I think the American people want better than that, want better than this. We all have dreams and want a president who invests in those, not in division.
We need the board to put finance HR on one platform. You're a rock star, Steve.
Guys, can you keep it down? I'm working.
Anyway, yeah, you're a rock star.
Beauty brands is your friend for beauty. Every parent knows when to go into protect mode. That's why Lysol cleans and kills 99.9% of germs. Don't just clean, Lysol clean.
Here? Excuse me.
Yes, how can I help you?
I think I'm very close, but I thought it'd be a hotel.
What's the address?
I think it's here. It's supposed to be called the Crystal Haven.
Crystal Haven. No, I don't think that. You know, Ashley. Yeah, it's yeah.
Oh, it is.
I'm coming in tomorrow.
Oh, thanks.
Good. You're back. We got tea time. Let's go.
I don't know.
I'm going to. How are you?
Is Pete coming?
Keep that question here. I'll be in the car.
Yeah.
He's late.
Oh.
Lamar Nichols.
Is he a friend here?
No. He wants to do business with me, so he's flying in.
Just to meet with you?
Yeah.
You can do that.
I don't think you understand who I am.
Justin. Sorry, flight was late.
It's all right. Good to see you. Let's get going, shall we?
Where do you want me to?
Keep up. The trick in golf business is to keep your eye on the ball. I'll remember that. Thanks for the game. For the time. Sure. Take your phone. Couldn't beat him with my eyes closed.
Yeah, I think he realized that too. Have you ever heard of winning gracefully?
He had something I was interested in. Would have let him win. But it was a waste of time. Might as well get some satisfaction out of it. Where do you stand with Katrina?
Oh,